on the 102 pitch. That one a USPBL record.
Hey guys, so what I learned today is that I want to drink less pop. So I've been listening to an audiobook, traveling in between from here to where I grew up and where I do the baseball gig. And this audiobook is about diet and the research on obesity. And I've learned a lot, and I want to make a larger video about the entire book once I finish it. But for now, I want to talk about how I've changed my diet in the last couple days. So for some of you that have been following me, you would know that I was cutting for a long while. About 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even more. I was eating less calories and a lot of my meal shakes. However, one of the biggest things that I've learned in reading this book is something that basically everybody knows, is that sugar is bad for you. There's almost no benefit to sugar being added to everything. And I'm getting rid of it in my diet. I have stopped drinking pop. Aside from some mixed drinks at the bar, that's kind of the only exception. I have stopped drinking pop, soda, soft drinks, however you want to call it. I also am not eating any sweets. I've resisted donuts on multiple occasions. And just like ice cream, I haven't eaten any of that stuff. And reducing added sugars is very difficult because sugar is in everything. So I'm starting off with the easiest, most basic things to cut out. And then I'm also trying to reduce the amount of processed carbs that I have. So the white breads and like tortillas and biscuits, all that stuff. Just to put it in simple terms, processed carbs take the original plant, like wheat, and then they process it and take out all the nutritious value out of it and leave the dangerous effect of carbohydrates, which increases insulin. And then those nutrients that were taken out in the processing are sometimes added back in afterwards, but not in nearly high amounts. So processed carbs are one of the biggest factors, and both sugar and processed carbs do the same thing, which is raise the amount of insulin that is released whenever you eat. Like I said, I'm going to make a longer video about this, but insulin is what controls gaining fat. Insulin and insulin resistance. And I'm not going to go in depth with it right now, but basically, I'm just cutting out those two food groups to lower the amount of insulin that's released and just my average amount of insulin in my diet. I'm also going to try fasting some point. Knowing when to eat is also very important, but I'll save that for another day. So that's basically what I learned. So on to feelings time. Something that made me feel negative today was that the baseball game today was particularly boring to me. I'm not exactly sure why. It just wasn't exactly the most rambunctious of times. But on the other side of the token, what made me feel positive is that my mom and I went to a barbecue place for lunch, and it was absolutely wonderful. It's been 4 years since I've been to that specific place, and it was exactly like I remembered it and more. The patio area was very cool. They had like a pond, and there was like fish in there, and everything was very like lumber and wood themed. The smoked kind of aesthetic for barbecue. So that was very cool. And I even had a beer that was made specifically for that restaurant, brewed where I'm living right now. in my house, which, I mean, like, not in my house, but in the town where my house is. And I thought that was very cool. But anyways, what did you learn today? Maybe it's something that you realize in your diet, or, you know, let us all know what you're doing for your health lately. This series is not only about mental health, but it's also about physical health. So leave a comment down below to join the conversation. As usual, hit that subscribe button to join the Growth Gang, and tune in every day for a new video so we can all learn together and grow together. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm like, where's the